Hello and welcome to the very first episode of Spy Trader Now. My name is Ken and I am your host. Spy Trader Now is my YouTube handle and spytradernow.com is for my website. This is where I show you my stock trades. This is just a snippet from starting in September of 2022 down to the last trade exit date, sell date was on the 11th, November 23rd, 2022. So this is just a snippet. We'll go through all of this in greater detail later on in the video. This is where I show you my stock trades, and you will see firsthand whether my trading style can produce favorable results or not. This is the most important column, the profit loss column. Actually, I like this one, the profit loss and percentage column, because this is how much of a percent we made on that trade. Not only will I show you my stock trades, but I will compare my results against the S&P 500. I do that here on each trade, and also when you look at the portfolio, we compare ourselves on the year to date of how Spy Trader did against a Spy buy and hold strategy, which is currently we are up 18%, and as of this date, 11/23/22, the Spy buy and hold investor is down 14.29%. And I give you my allocations on how I'm invested. It tells you right here on the percent invested and everything. We'll go through this in much greater detail later on in the video. I reset my portfolio back to a starting value of $100,000 every December 31st. So you can see here that the starting capital is $100,000, and where we're at today, year to date, we're at $118,000 on the portfolio. And that way, by resetting it back to 100,000, it makes it easier to do your year-to-date returns. I am not a day trader, but I am a momentum trader. I do not believe in buy and hold. My portfolio consists of trading the S&P 500 ETF, and the symbol is SPY. And that's why my handle is Spy Trader Now on YouTube and also on my website, spytradernow.com. I will hold stock shares of SPY, or I may buy or sell options on SPY. You can see my trades right here, and it tells you if I have an option. In this case, I had an option on the first one here. Then on the second line item down, starting with the buy date of 9/23/22, that was no option. I actually held the stock. I call the stock and the ETF SPY the same thing. I'm buying the symbol SPY. I call it stock, but it's in actuality, it's the ETF index of the S&P 500 stock symbol SPY. Which is an ETF, which is an electronically traded fund. Very, very similar to a mutual fund, except ETFs can be traded intraday, whereas mutual funds can only be traded at end-of-day pricing. My decisions will be based on what the market is doing and my risk tolerance for that market. My intention is to publish one video per week on my past week's trades. I want to keep my videos as short as possible. The videos will consist of my past week's trades and my technical analysis of why I made those trades. The market action will determine how many trades I place and how often. Let me walk you through my website. And we're going to go to the website, which is right here, which is Spy Trader Now. And this is the home page. And when you scroll down here on the home page, you will see the information about myself, as well as my ironclad guarantee that if I don't beat the returns of the S&P 500 ETF SPY after your 1 year of membership and you want to cancel, all you have to do is send me an email to spytradernow@gmail.com, and I will refund 100% of the money you spent on the subscription. Okay, so that's my guarantee to you in writing right here on the home page. Here's my story. I've been trading for 37 years. And also, if you want to go, here's a link to go directly to my YouTube channel. And also, if you want to join and become a member and have a subscription. And here's the past history of how I did in 2020. And this is a stock chart of 2020. The S&P 500 returned 15%, whereas my strategy returned 100%. And in 2021, I returned 78%, and the S&P 500 only returned 28%. So you can see I'm smoking the S&P 500 with this strategy. The portfolio is right here, and it's very much like the portfolio that you saw on the previous page. And it tells you exactly how I am invested. So here on the Stock Trades tab, you will see when you scroll down how I am doing with all of my trades. So these are the trades here for 2022. And basically, my portfolio is up 18% year to date. There have been a total of 25 round trip trades I have currently 2 open trades right now. This is more than usual, but this has been a brutal year for trading. There are many traders out there, and if you're a buy and hold investor, you're currently down about 14% year to date. So it's been a very, very difficult year. If you scroll down further on the page, you'll see my trading for 2021 and also for 2020, which is right here. Going back up and changing over to plans and pricing. This is for you to become a member and to get my real-time alerts. So when I place a trade, you'll be notified. You get the notifications by text and email. I have 2 memberships, the silver membership at $50 per month with a 30-day free trial, and the gold membership, which is $40 per month, billed annually at $480 with a 30-day free trial. So go ahead and click here to go ahead and sign up for that. We have a contact page, so this way if you would like to reach out to me and send me a message, an email, go ahead and do so on this page right here. I also have a document. So I have an Excel spreadsheet right here. So when you go to my stock trades, on that document that I showed you, it has all of these trades here that I am currently in, plus my past trades. And you can also use this template if you want to do your own trading and see how your results are doing. So that is under the Documents tab. We have a disclaimer page. And of course we have a disclaimer because anybody that is involved with trade recommendations is going to have a disclaimer page. Here is that disclaimer, so you can read through that as you see fit. All right, now that you've seen that and you've seen my website, let's go over and do the technical portions analysis of this video. I use stockcharts.com as my stock charting service. And basically I look at 2 charts. This chart right here, which is the S&P 500 in a daily time frame. It tells you daily right here, and this is a 1-year time frame for the duration of the chart. I use candlesticks, which are these items here on the charts. You can look all this and do Google searches and YouTube videos if you don't know what candlesticks are. But they give you all the information about the trading of how the stock, I call this SPY the stock, even though technically it's an ETF, how the stock traded during that day. Tells us what's going on. And I also use this chart here. This here is a weekly chart of the same thing, the S&P 500 SPY, and each one of these candles, instead of being at 1 day's action, is 1 week's of action. And it tells us what's happening during that week, looking back over the past 5 years. And I put some notes up here, and I put in some trend lines to see what's going on. This upper line here is a resistance line. This lower line here is a support line. And right now, we are within 2% of the very top of this upper resistance line. Last time that we hit that, we touched and kissed it and then came down. We don't know if we're going to do that again, but That's why we put the trend lines in there, to see what the market actually does. And we will change how we are invested in our portfolio based off of what the stock market does. And that's why the portfolio that I have changes. That's why when you look at my stock trades, you'll see that I have a changing portfolio. It changes because of what the market action is doing. When the market comes to a bottom and then changes trend and has broken an upper resistance line, at that point in time we are getting bullish. When we've come to the upper end and we've turned back down and crossed through that support line on that upper leg that we just experienced, then we want to get more bearish, and we want to capture returns as the market falls, and we want to capture returns as the market rises. Right now, because we are at the 200-day moving average, which is this black line. Let me explain this chart a little bit. So on this chart, which is the daily one-year chart of the S&P 500, the black line is the moving average of the 200-day moving average. The purple line here is the 30-day moving average. And I have some momentum oscillators under here, as well as the RSI. So the top one here is the MACD, which is the moving average convergence divergence at default settings. The next one down is slow stochastics at default settings, and the RSI at default settings. And I look at these in an effort to determine and help me decide on what the market is going to do. Right now, we are in a bullish stance. So there is a probability that this trend will continue. The market always has three options. It's going to go up, it's going to go down, or it's going to go sideways. It's going to do one of those three things. Because we are at the 200-day moving average, there is a risk that it's going to, just like it did last time, it's going to kiss that and come down. So that's why we don't want to be 100% fully invested. And that is why we have on our portfolio tab an allocation here of 25% non-leveraged. When you buy SPY shares directly, that is non-leveraged. When you buy the options on SPY, that is leveraged. And then of course cash is your safe position where you're not in the market, you're sitting on the sidelines. We have a massive 75% cash allocation currently and a 25% non-leveraged investment into the S&P 500. And that is because of where the market is at today. And I will update these videos once per week to show you what I am doing and where my investments are. In that way you'll see whether or not this trading style can produce results or not. I am using YouTube as my format to document my stock trades, so this way you can see if my actual returns are producing the returns that I am displaying right here. And I'm using these YouTube videos as a way to document that. And that is what we're trying to do. I hope that you will subscribe to my channel, ring that bell notification so that you'll be notified when I upload a new video to YouTube. And that's it. Thank you for watching.